So up to the practice level, we can go with the creating the instance. Okay. So fine, we'll see what is creation of EC2 instance and why we are going with EC2 instance. Okay, so we'll discuss that one. So let's go with a region, any region. I'm trying to go with a region. So basically, I'll tell you what is the regions in AWS. Don't worry. Okay, just we'll try to create an instance because we are working on the Linux commands. Okay, so currently we don't have any instance currently. Just I'm launching the instance. I'm launching the instance. I'm creating the instance, guys. Okay, I just want to go with Ubuntu. So in Ubuntu, I'm going with the 20.4 LTS version. So then I can go with the new key pair concept. That is, I can go with the Linux. Okay. So I'm creating the key pair. I'm creating, okay, it's already there. Okay, I'm creating one more key actually. Suppose I'm going with server. I'm creating a server. So download the key pair, that is server.pem. Okay, so then I'm launching the instance. I'm launching the instance. Okay. So instance is open. You can give any name. I can call this one as Ubuntu. Okay. Ubuntu name is created. So currently it is pending mode. We need to wait for running. We need to wait for running. Yeah, it is running mode currently. So now what I'll do, so currently I have a key here. Currently I have a key here in download folder. Currently I have a key here in download folder. Okay, so those who want, so we are not, so yesterday we seen so far the git bash, right? We'll see in putty also currently. Okay, we'll see in putty also today because you can practice on putty and as well as git bash. That's your wish, guys, because I'll tell you both parallelly. Okay, so because you have a best practice, you can go with the putty, you can go with the git bash. That's your wish. Okay, so I'll try to create a putty connection here, not git bash. Okay, so we've seen so far how to download the putty and how to create a putty. Okay, how to install the putty also. Okay, so let's go with the putty connection. So I'm going with the putty gen. I'm going with the putty gen. Yes. So then we are trying to go with the loading factor. Okay, so here in this case, what we are doing is we are going with the download folder. Just show all the files. So we have a server.pem. Okay, so in this putty, what I want to tell you here. So here in git bash we are working on the pem files. In coming to putty, we are going with .ppk files. Okay, so I'm downloading the key pair and I'm installing with the private key, that is putty, that is ppk file. Okay, so see here, the key is generated for the server. The key is generated for the server. Just click on OK. Click on OK. So now this key I want to keep in a private. This key I want to key in a private. So for this I'm going with save as a private key. Save as a private key. Click say yes. Okay. So go for the desktop. Okay. I'm going with server. I'm giving one name, that is server, that is in desktop. Okay, I'm giving in desktop. See here, it was saving to .ppk file. It was saving to .ppk. So pem file is different, ppk file is different. Pem file is different, ppk file is different because I'm working on the putty currently. Click on save. Click on save. Okay, so once you've done this, let's see here, ppk file is created. Now open the properties. See here, ppk file is created. Okay, so this is how we can go. Now open the putty connection. Open the putty. Okay, this is the open. So this is the putty dashboard. Okay, now we can go with the, see here, go for the download, whatever you are having the creating the instance. So here I'm trying to create a public DNS server. See here, we have a public DNS. Try to connect this. Copy this file. Okay. Now let's go with the host name. I'm giving a host name that is public DNS. I'm giving I'm giving a DNS name as a host name for the putty configuration. Okay. So once you've done this, go for SSH. Go for SSH. In this, we are going with the authorization. In this, we are going with the authorization. In this, I'm going with the credentials. In this, I'm going with the credentials. So private key for the file for the authentication. Click on browse. Click on browse. So whatever you converted into PEM file to PPK file, you can upload this key. You can upload this key. This is the server key and click on open. So this is the browser path. Okay, whatever you're creating the browser path, that is server.ppk file. Okay, click on open. Okay, once you've done this, see, we got some acknowledgement. We got some acknowledgement from the server. Okay, so click on accept. See here, login as. Login as. So for this, I'm going with EC2-user. EC2-user. Okay, so server is refused. Now I'm going to one more. Okay, now I'll try to go with one more file. Ubuntu is not supporting. I'm trying to create one more file. Okay, copy this file. Click on paste. Go for SSH keygen, authorization, credentials, browse. Click on server file. Click on open. Open. Okay. See here, I'm trying to go with Ubuntu. Ubuntu. See, server is connected. Server is connected. If I want to show you a large font for this, go for change settings. Okay, so now we are trying to go with appearance, change, click on bold, click on 16. Okay, click on, okay, you can go with 12, no problem. Okay, apply. So this is how we can go creating the putty connections. Clear, guys? Everyone? Any doubts? Clear the screen. So now if I go with PWD, see currently I was in home Ubuntu. Currently I am home Ubuntu. Guys, clear how to connect the putty? Anyone? Everyone is clear? Please say yes to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can work on parallel. So you no need to worry about that. But putty is one of the latest client version. Okay. So in organization, whenever I'm working with a putty, that is one of the latest version. Okay. So I'm trying to go with Git Bash, PGN. So we have some different types of terminals actually. Okay. So we are trying to elaborate with the terminals actually in organization. Okay. So this is how we can go. Okay. So now yesterday we seen so far the VI editor, right? So here I'm writing with VI. Okay, so now I'm trying to go with a VI. So I'm giving one source file. Yesterday I so far we seen the VI editor, right? Some file one, file one dot txt. File one dot txt. I'm giving some file one dot txt. Okay, click on editor. So click on enter. So it is automatically converting into command line interface. It is automatically converting into command line interface. So if I go with insert mode, so I'm giving one insert mode here. I'm going with insert mode. I stands for insert mode. Remember this. In keyboard, we are working on the I. Okay. So now what we are doing here is I'm writing some text. Hi, welcome to DevOps training. DevOps training. Hi, welcome. Well, how you are doing? How you are doing? Okay, so I'm writing some data, guys. Hi, hello. Because I want to work with some operations. Hi, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Any names, different types of names. some different types of names. Okay, so escape colon WQ. Okay, done. So now what I'm doing, so if I want to view the file cat, I'm going with file 1.txt. File 1.txt. See here, this message has been displayed. Okay, so coming to the concept, yesterday we discussed up to here, right? Now we are going with some operations. So suppose I don't want these lines. Suppose I want to delete this line. I want to delete this line. I don't want to delete one word. I want to delete entire line. Okay, so for this, what I'm using, I'm going with VI. So some file1.txt, file1.txt. I'm going with enter. So currently, where is my cursor? Currently, my cursor is somewhere in L. Somewhere in L. Suppose I want to delete this line. Suppose I want to delete this line. Go for escape. Go for escape. So go for insert. Go for escape. Go for insert. Go for escape. Okay. Suppose I want to delete this line. For this, what I'm using here is I'm going with DD. I'm going with double D. Double D in your keyboard. Double D stands for delete the entire line. Double D stands for delete for entire line. Okay. So double D, double D, double D. See here, delete stands for DD stands for and it will delete entire the line. So whatever you want to write some data, that data has been deleted at single line. Okay. So here we are going with this like this. So I'm going with a notepad. Guys, I want to confirm my voice is clear to all the members. Please say yes to me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In chat, everyone. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay. So I'm going with VI editor operations. Editor operations. VI editor operations. In this, I'm going with the first operation is DD. Small d only. Small d. DD stands for delete entire line. Entire lines. Okay. Second one is I want to work with the next one is W. W stands for copy the line. Copy the lines. Copy the lines. Next, third one is I am working with P. P stands for paste the line. Paste the line. P stands for paste the line. Next, fourth one. So next one is I'm going with U. U stands for undo the line. Undo the line. Okay, undo the lines means it will get old data. Old data. Data, guys. So you'll get back your old data again. Okay, so this is how we can go by using VI editor operations. Okay, so what I did was first one, that is DD. Now I am going with the next one is I want to copy the line. I want to copy this line, this complete line. So I'm going with W. I'm going with W. I was pressing W line, guys. W keyword. Okay. So now what I'll do, I can go with P. P stands for paste the line. See here, I'm pasting this line. I'm pasting complete line. If you want to go with a one single word, like a single word, single lines, this single entire lines, I want to go with a paste the line. Okay, so now I want to get back my data. So I want to get my old data only. I don't want any new data. I want to get back my old data. For this, I'm going with U. U stands for undo the line. See here, it will get your old data back. See here, you will get your old data back. So already at the oldest state change. Already you are oldest in change. Okay, so like this, the VA editor might be helpful for to make a editing on your lines. In organization, whenever you want to work with any programming language, okay, in automation field, definitely these operations might be helpful to you guys. Okay, so that's why I told you very clearly how to go with the number of lines, how to change the lines, how to make copy and paste the lines, and how to get your old data back. Okay, so like this, we are getting the VIator concept. Okay, escape. So I'm going with insert mode, escape colon WQ. Done. So this is how we are going with the VIator operations. Okay. Now coming to the next concept, we are moving with pipeline. So currently I want to work with the pipelines. Pipeline of two commands. Pipeline of two commands. Okay, so how to communicate with the two commands actually? So we've seen so far the single commands only in user defined mode. So whatever you are writing the data, whatever you are writing the commands, that is user defined. Okay, whatever you're writing the data, that is comes under user defined. We are not working on the predefined. Okay, we are not working on the system. We are not downloading the software. We are not downloading anything. Just we are trying to create an instance. I'm connecting on the putty. I'm doing the work. That's it. Okay, so whatever you're trying to create, under the manual session, that is user session, that you're working on the user commands. So that is comes under a privilege, one kind of privilege on your admin level. Okay, that is one of the biggest privilege for your side, because you are writing your own commands without asking any permission on the predefined classes like servers. We are not giving any permissions to the servers. We are directly writing the commands. That's it. That is comes under the privilege concept. Okay, so now we are trying to create two commands at a time. For this, we are going with the so I'm creating some data, that is cat. I'm giving one cat, that is I'm going with the file one. So I'm writing some data, that is line 1, line 2, line 3. I'm writing some data, guys. Line 3, line 4, line 5, line 6, line 7, line 8, line 9, and line 10. Okay, I'm writing some data, guys. Okay, so after that, what I'll do here is, so in pipeline, majorly we have two types. The first one is we are going with head command. Second one is tail command. Head command, tail command. So this is the two commands which we can interact with the pipeline of two commands. Okay, we'll see that what is this. Okay, now I'm trying to go with the head command. First, as I told you that I'm creating the cat. I'm going with the some file. I'm going with file 2. So whatever I want to write some data. So I can copy these files entire without wasting the time. I'm pasting here. Okay. So once you're done, then we can go with Control C to come out. Okay. So suppose I need first 5 lines. I want to interact with the first 5 lines. Then how can I interact with this? So definitely I want to work with the source file. Okay, so whenever you're trying to create with the line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and line 5, so we are working on we need only the specification. We are not expecting entire lines. I'm expecting only the first 5 lines. For this, I'm using head. I'm going with -5. I'm going with file 2. I'm going with file 2. See here, first 5 lines has been displayed. So whenever you're trying to create the first 5 lines, because we are only working on the specifications. Okay, we are working on the specifications. Okay, so suppose I want last 5 lines. For this, I'm going with the tail. I'm going with -5. I'm going with file 2. See here, last 5 lines has been displayed. So here, why I'm telling the head and tail separately here is because I want to interact with the both files at a time. I want to interact with the both head and tail. I want to work on the head and tail concept. So both at a time. For this, what I'm doing here is, see here, I'm working on the head, I'm working on the tail. Now I want to communicate with the head and tail by using this symbol. This symbol. So that symbol is like this. This one, this is the pipeline symbol, guys. This is the pipeline symbol. So for this, I'm using head. I'm going some small example. Some -5. I'm going with file 1. I'm going with the pipeline symbol. Tail -2. Tail -2. So I'll copy this file, not this. Okay, I'll write here also. Head. I'm going with -3. Okay, I'm giving source file. File. Okay, file 2. Okay, I'm giving the pipeline symbol. Tail. Okay, -2. So what is the expecting output from your side? What is the expecting output? I'm giving head preference. First, head -3. What is meant by head -3? Head -3 means first 3 lines, right? Head -3 means first 3 lines. So I'm giving one source file. I'm giving one source file. Remember this. So whenever you're trying to create a source file here, it will give the first priority. Whenever you're trying to create a file, source file, it will go with the first priority. Then it will communicate with the tail command. With help of this pipeline symbol. Okay, so now what I'm doing here is tail -2. What is my tail -2? So in head -3, file 2 is there. Okay, first 3 lines. If I go with this head -3 file 2, first 3 lines has been displayed. Then after that, it will interact with the tail. So here -3, right? -3. So -2 here, tail -2. So in head we have tail. So it will go with the reverse. No, you will get line 3, line 2. You will get line 3, line 2. Okay. So it will start with the 3 lines. So what is the tail here? Line 3, line 2, right? Line 3, line 2. So I'm giving -2 here. I'm giving -2. So it will start reverse. Line 3, line 2 has been displayed. Okay. So like this, we can go with the head and tail concept by using pipeline command. By using pipeline, it will defaultly taken the interact. So filter command, it will go with the filter. So in head -3 is there. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm giving a tail version. So in head -3, it will go with the reverse way. Okay, what is -3? Line 3, line 2 has been displayed here. Okay.